rather you train yourself. When I say train yourself, when you train your own mind, your own mind, your own consciousness, by just being able to just there without all these experiences. And that's the reason in meditation we try to close off every single senses, right? We close our eyes, we don't move our hand, so we only have our mind. But you see, in all the senses, all the six senses, behind every senses, whether it be eye or ear or hand, there is mind, and that mind is just one mind. Actual consciousness is one, right? At a time, there is just one. Now, for example, through these senses, we are when we are functioning, we think that, okay, I am listening, I am seeing, so which means I may have multiple minds, but there is no, there's no multiple mind. There's just one mind. It's just that the mind is so fast that it keeps on, moving between senses in such a fast pace that now, as you are looking at me and listening, you are thinking that, oh, I'm also looking at you and I'm also listening. But it's not so. Like, it's so fast that it won't just in 1 nanosecond, or I don't know what I should call it. You are listening and you are hearing. You're listening and seeing, looking and listening, looking and listening. So that fast. So what I'm trying to say is that there is just one mind. Okay? So when you're closing off, when you're closing off, it's just that you are allowing your mind to be functioning in just limited senses, right? For example, when you meditate, you try to feel your entire body, and you try to relax your body, you try to relax your feeling. So the mind is functioning through your body, through your experiences in the body, the feelings in the body, whether it is breath or any other part of the body. And of course, sometimes you may hear some sounds around, right? But still, you have a limited sensory experience, but still it is there. Right? Even though you have cut off some of your sensory experiences, but still it is there in the form of feeling, and more so in the form of mind itself. The mind within itself. Of course, the consciousness is just one, but then within the mind there are different state of mind. Some are healthy, some are unhealthy, some are neutral. They all come one after another. Just like our sensory experience, sometimes we're looking, sometimes we're hearing, sometimes moving our heads, sometimes we're talking, sometimes we are walking, all these things we are doing. In the same way, the mind also has all those factors, all those different avenues through which it functions. So therefore, when we meditate, we are trying to develop some of those healthy state of mind. Right? Just like when we exercise our body, what we do is we strengthen our muscles, our joints, and some of those unhealthy fat or unhealthy whatever has to go in the body. From the body, it has to go. In a similar way, when we meditate, we work with the mind. We try to push away little by little. Just like when you exercise, you don't see the result in just one day. It takes time, right? And it is something that you don't like to do, right? You don't like to exercise, right? You may say, "Oh, I will exercise, I will get up on time," but then no, maybe just one day the next day you are somewhere. So in the same way, we don't like to train our mind, we don't like to do that, but it is something that we need to do with our understanding. Right? So therefore, we look at our mind. And today, this particular gatha I wish to share with you. It is called Diso Disang Yangtang Kaila Veriva Panaverinam Icha Panihitam Chitam Papiyonam Tato Gali. So Buddha says that Diso Disang, that an enemy to another enemy. So whatever problem, whatever difficulty or revenge, harm an enemy can do to another enemy, right? Because when somebody is not getting on well, then you consider that person as enemy, and you try to do all sort of bad thing to your enemy, in different ways and forms. Sometimes it can be very bad as well, it can be very, very brutal, very extreme form of revenge. Sometimes it is lighter form. But what Buddha is saying is that an enemy may do a lot of things to each other, and maximum that person can kill you, right? An enemy can kill another enemy. That's the maximum thing that an enemy can do, right? So, but Buddha is saying that your own unhealthy mind will do the most possible harm, most possible unfortunate thing to yourself, your own unhealthy mind. Because Buddha said that when you say mind, as I already mentioned just now, that in every single human being, there is this both unhealthy and healthy state of mind. They are called state of mind because mind by nature, it is pure, it is good. Just now all of you are here, you're listening, you're good, right? But then where is your anger gone? Now you're all of you are no more anger here. Where it is gone? Right? So it is those state of mind that are lying beneath, in the latent state of mind, beneath your mind. It is there. Right? But then you also have compassion. You also have mudita. Mudita means rejoicing in other happiness, which is the opposite of jealousy. Or you have kindness, or you have, say, sharing nature, or you have focused mind, sati, we call it mindfulness, all this beautiful state of mind. So there is both in every single one of us. Okay, so that's the reason Buddha never considered anybody as totally bad or totally good. He never considered it. Every single one of us. It's just that we have developed our mind to different state. We have just allowed our mind to just function in a certain way. It's just that. And it is something that can be developed, redeveloped, recreated, readjusted, remodeled, refunctioned. Everything can be changed in different format, in whichever format you want. So that's the reality. So therefore, this is the state of mind. So now it is in our own hand, in our own capacity, in our own intention, basically, that we develop some of those healthy, powerful, good quality in us. It is very, very important. It is something that we cannot neglect. Because the more we develop some of those powerful state of mind, they are called state of mind. if you do that, then our quality of life will improve, our happiness will improve. So now we are looking for happiness by just distracting ourselves with some sensory experiences, indulging in some sensory experiences. But we all know, we engage in some kind of a distraction, but we get dejected, we get rejected. But then we don't know any other way, right? We just want quick solution, quick fix for our boredom or whatever, our desire, of course. So therefore, meditation is a very beautiful, a very powerful, a very simple technique, or a way or an exercise to bring up all those wonderful, beautiful, powerful quality from within our heart, within our mind. We can develop. And the more we develop, the more happier we become, So when Buddha became Buddha at the age of 35, he was the most happiest person on the earth. He was the most, and if you look at his life after becoming a Buddha, you will never find him getting sort of upset or distracted, or every single life story you can see, you can read out, and you will not find him being upset, being unhappy, being unsatisfied, right? So, but before becoming a Buddha, he also had the same experiences like all of us had, right? So, from a prince, he became a sannyasa, and he was from 35 when he said at the age of 29 he left home and became a sannyasa. At the age of 35 he became a Buddha, and when he actually became Buddha and he taught his first teaching in Sarnath near Banaras, he told these 5 monks whom he was teaching, the first teaching. In fact, this day is coming on 3rd July, we call it Dhamma Day, when Buddha taught the first teaching. He said that till I achieve that state of experience, I never proclaim that I'm enlightened. Only when I actually experience that, then I proclaim that I'm enlightened. So enlightenment is that state of mind which is totally free from any kinds of any kinds of experience, any kinds of unpleasant experience. It is totally free. You are totally free, and you are totally fulfilled. You are totally contented. You are totally secure. You are totally happy and you don't need any external stimulation, external support for you to be happy. Right now, our happiness depends on many experiences, right? So we have a friend, if that friend is not there, you're not happy. If your internet is not working, you're not happy. Okay, so like that, you are dependent on so many external experiences. So this is what Buddha taught us, and of course, you don't need to be monk to experience that. You can, in any form, you can do that. And therefore, I urge all of you to meditate daily, half an hour daily. Today, what they taught on breath meditation. If you regularly do, you will have all these experiences. You will. These experiences are not necessarily some sort of a strange experiences, but it's all about your own daily quality of mind, daily quality of your life, quality of your happiness. This thing will increase. And then eventually it reaches to that state of enlightenment where it is perfectly done. It is fulfilled. It is forever done. Enlightenment is like forever. Now, no looking back, no reversing back. It is like the ultimate experience of satisfaction, of joy. So this is something we need to experience, and so therefore we have to do bit by bit, and I also want you to do that on a daily basis. Meditate more and more. Make sure that you meditate daily half an hour in the morning. The morning is the best time because that's the time when you are alone in a way, and you haven't started your day, because once you start your day, it never ends, right? Till 9, 10, 11, and even more as well, right? So morning is a good time. Just meditate and possible some other part of the day. So just develop yourself. Just like you're developing your house, you're developing your finance, you're developing your everything, and please develop at the same time your mind. Then your life will be fulfilled, right? Your life will be fulfilled. Okay, I mean, have good house, no problem. Have good food, no problem. Have good clothes, no problem. There's no problem there. But if you forget developing your own mind, then you will still feel unfulfilled, though you have everything fulfilled. All the things that I mentioned, your finance, your clothes, your house, everything is done, but your mind is not yet done. So this is something that we need to do. We really need to do, because we just neglect. We don't see, because mind is something that we can't see like this, right? It is not form. It is mind. It is formless. So therefore we can't see it. But then we need to see it, because if we don't, then our mind slowly becomes unhealthy, and slowly when it becomes unhealthy, then we experience misery, and then our misery sort of multiplies more and more, more and more, more and more, So therefore, before it turns miserable, you have to train your mind. And also don't forget to also exercise your body as well, okay? Not just mind. Both these, if you do, then you will be really happier and more joyful. And I mean, you can fulfill all your wishes, your desires. Then, yeah, so all your wishes will be fulfilled, and your desire will be fulfilled, and you will be satisfied, the more satisfied. And Buddha said, Santutti Paramam Dhanam. Satisfaction is the greatest wealth. So therefore, that satisfaction you will get. Then your life is done, and then you're ready to die. You're ready to you allow the king, Yamaraja, to come and take you. Otherwise, you're not ready. You don't want to come. I don't want to come. And then you will be born in this world called Peta, Preta, ghostly world, ghost. So actually, Peta world is reserved for people who are not ready to go, right? Who are not ready to go. That is one of the reasons in Indian culture we have this. We do some ritual or puja in the name of departed relatives or friends and family, because Buddha said that that's the only world where our help can be received by our relatives, but not in other world like human world, or if they are born in a human world or divine world or Brahma world, they won't get. But if they are in a Preta world, so yeah, I mean, that is one of the reason. One of the reason of meditating is that, say, eventually when you are getting old and old, And not only just getting old, right? You may have to face death anytime, right? You may have to face death anytime. So you're ready to die. You are okay even when Yamaraja comes. You are okay, right? You're not like, oh, I'm not ready. I don't want to go, but you have to go anyway. And the time can come anytime. There is no fixed time. So it also helps you to slowly move away, right? You just it's not just okay to move away from relationship. You also should learn to move away from the life itself, okay? From one life to another. So that's how you train the mind, right? So when you train the mind, you are able to navigate through your life in a much flexible way, right? You are able to flexible. In fact, your own mind should become more flexible, more plain, more sort of soft, and more sort of free-flowing kind of mind. In fact, you should be even physically, mentally, you should be sort of flexible. You shouldn't be very much stagnant. So meditation also helps you to just be free flow in your mind. Okay, so with this words of wisdom from Buddha, we come to the conclusion of today's gathering, and I invite you to our 3rd July Dhamma Day, Dhamma Chakka Day. We celebrate, it's a Purnima also, Ashala Purnima. So that's the day Buddha preaches first for teaching. In India, we celebrate as Guru Purnima also, as you know, culture. So you are welcome. We have program morning around 11, evening 6. So you are welcome. And also, every Sunday we have this program at 6. You are also welcome to come and participate in this program. And we thank all of you for coming and attending this program, this beautiful program. And we'll conclude with the wish for world peace, for the peace of all the beings. Sukhe aham eta sukhe manjam chadave imani etani sadam sadam so